Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to quickly show you how to defeat Piru in solo leveling Arise. For me, so far, Piru the Ant King is the most toughest boss battle in the game. I know a lot of people might struggle to complete the Ant King boss battle, and I would like to show you how I defeat the Ant King. The main thing you need to focus on is building Sun Jinwu, then upgrading your hunters and shadows. First, let's talk about Jinwu's build. To defeat the Ant King, my first advice is to level up Jinwu to at least level 78 if you don't have good weapons and upgrade skills. Level 80 would be even better, especially if you are lacking strong items. Remember, once you reach level 80, you can become the master of Abyss, which gives a lot of stat to your power. However, the only issue is that you must first complete the Battlefield of Trial 40th floor. Unfortunately, some reason I couldn't complete the 40th floor. Honestly, I feel like it's even tougher than the beating the Ant King. But if you have good weapons and upgraded hunters or shadows, I'll advise to try to complete 40th floor and become the master of Abyss, or you can unlock the remnant power from the workshop of Brilliant Light. If you do, beating the Ant King will be way easier. As I mentioned, some reason my current setup is not closer to completing the battlefield of Trial 40th floor or unlocking the remnant power. So the only option is for me to upgrade Jinwu's stat, skills, and weapons and pick the right blessing stone. Now, let me show you my Jinwu's build. This is how I distribute my all stat points. You can see I put most of my stat point into the attack to increase my DPS. This allows me to continuously attack the boss and deal high damage. Then I focus on perception, which increase the attack precision. Basically, it means it reduces the chance of missing your attack to your enemies. It's really important, especially when you do boss fight. Remember, you can increase these areas using gems, but I don't have good gem sets at the moment. If you have, make sure to use it to increase your precision. Okay, then I have put equal number of stat point in my agility and intelligence. Both areas can be massively improved with the gems and blessing stone. So make sure to check what you have now and select them to improve these areas accordingly. Finally, defense and HP stats. Well, this kind of a debatable topic. Some people say Jinwoo doesn't need defense stat, but personally, I notice that when I drop my defense stat, I got stunned by boss attack more often, which delay my next move. So I usually put some stat to increase my defense and HP. However, this is totally up to you. If you don't notice any difference with the defense stat, you can just apply these points to the attack. Alright, this is how I allocate my stat points. Now we need to set up our skills. But before that, let me discuss something important. Before going to enter any boss battle, you have to check if the boss possesses weak element or break stage. This is really important when you deliver maximum damage to the boss. For the Ant King, the weak element is fire, and he has break stage. We can see here. This says incoming fire attack deals 150% damage, which is really helpful to defeat the boss quickly. Okay, now you have to check your fire-based rune stones to set up your both skills. When you're choosing your skills, make sure to select rune stone which has a break effect damage because we need to push the Ant King into the break stage as much as often so we can do maximum damage while he break. I have created a preset for all elements. Here's my 5 element presets. For skill 1, I choose fire element crushing blow. It has medium break damage. It has a 10-second cooldown, so I can use the skill as much as quickly. Also, this skill doesn't have much animations, so it takes very short time to make an attack. and I have upgraded this skill to the level 11. For the second skill, I use the fire element dagger rush, one of my favorite second skill. It deals almighty break damage, which helps me to push the boss to the break stage very quickly. Trust me, this skill is absolutely perfect for boss fights. Here I have upgraded the skills to level 13. Remember, if you have enough resources, please make sure to level up these two main skills as much as possible. If you can upgrade to level 14, that would be absolutely perfect. Now let's go to the next section. Here are my current Blazing Stone sets. First, boss layer. This increased the damage to the boss by 9%. Second, the Reawakening Stone. This decreased my skill cooldown time. Third, polarize. This helped to increase the break effect. Fourth, weakness detection. This helps to increase the elemental damage. Fifth, natural disaster. This helped my hunters and shadows to stay longer time in the battlefield. For the sixth stone, I use the HP stone. Not the best choice, but I don't have better options. If you do, pick something that can enhance attack instead. You might have different stone sets, maybe better than mine. Please pick whatever the stone which help to increase your attack, maybe break effect, damage, or team survival. For the QTE skills, upgrade them to at least level 9. Higher is better. I chose break effect runes for skill 2 and 3. And finally, for the ultimate skill, I choose mutilate skill. At least upgrade to level 9 to deliver great ultimate damage. Now let's talk about weapons. For the primary weapon, we need to choose at least one fire element based weapon. For me, this Chinese folding fan is the only good fire weapon I have. You might have a better one. I mean, this weapon is not bad. It has heavy break effect damage, which is something we really want now. But it feel like a funny weapon. Anyway, if you have this weapon, I recommend to upgrade into level 110. It gives you really good fire damage. Next, I choose my most powerful weapon in my inventory. Water element based Kasakas dagger is the only A5 weapon I have at the moment. If you have A5 star fire based weapon, then go ahead and this job will be very easy. But in my case, I have only this weapon for the A5 category. I would suggest leveling up your most powerful weapon to level 120. Okay, there are two more areas we need to go through. First, for the core materials, select the fire-based core material and upgrade as much as possible. You can earn these core materials by playing the Workshop of Brilliant Light. For me, I'm too lazy to play that, so I don't have many of these core element materials. Second, for the artifacts, level up all of them to maximum level 20, and then enhance as much as possible. I use greed artifacts for the accessory sets, which has more break damage. Now let's jump to the hunter section. I don't have any A5 hunters, and my top highest SSR hunters are Chahe, Choi, and Thomas. Chahe and Thomas are both light element hunters. If you have upgraded fire element SSR hunters, you can use them for the Ankin boss fight. I would say two fire elements and one break damage hunter would be great combination. And if you are good at playing with support hunters, you can select them. For me personally, my fighting style is more focused on attack and defense, so I mostly pick DPS hunters with the tank. Here I could select Wu, the guy from the association. He has massively break defect damage, but for this battle, I feel I'm select my most powerful hunters, Chahe, Choi, and Thomas. Choi is a fire-based hunter. He will do absolute damage in the battle. For hunters, make sure to get the exclusive weapons, upgrade them to at least level 100, upgrade all the artifacts to level 20, set core materials based on their passive powers, upgrade their growth stats and skills as much as possible. You can use the skill guide options to prioritize which skill you need to more focus on first. Alright, now let's quickly jump to the shadows. Igris, Baruka, and Iron are the most level up shadows for me. I have upgraded two of them to Elite Knight. I would recommend upgrading all three to Elite Knight. For me, I didn't have enough materials to upgrade them. Also, same like hunters, upgrade their skills, growth stats as much as possible. I have upgraded the shadow army level to 31. To upgrade shadows, the easiest way is to play in reverse story mode. It will give you a lot of materials for upgrading shadows. Okay, I hope I covered all of my play setup to defeat the Ant King. Now I am at level 81. Jinwu's total power is around 214,000, 20,000 attack stat, 91% precision, 26% defense, 108% critical damage. This is the power level I used to beat the Ant King. Now let's jump to the battle and let me share some battle tips which might be helpful during the fight.
Mr. Sung,
From the start of the battle, the Ant King strike first, so make sure you dodge his attack to avoid getting any stun effect. And after his first strike, deploy your shadows immediately so you can bring them back again at the earliest. I use Crushing Blow with Dagger Rush to push the boss to big stage. In the meantime, make sure to use QTE skill as much as you can so it will charge your ultimate skill fast.
an opening. This is the end.
When I attack boss, I usually jump between my primary and secondary weapons. The moment the boss stay in the same place, I use my fire skills. Also make sure to deploy your hunters, especially when the boss doesn't move or during the break stage.
Tough guy, huh? It's gotta be that exoskeleton. So annoying. Flourish. I'll shred you. Too slow. Lightning spear. Opening. Playtime's over. Tearing through. An opening. You can't avoid it.
In this battle, I use my ultimate skill just after it charges. Usually, for previous boss battle, I wait until the break stage, but here I use it immediately as it recharge because we don't have much time. Maybe I got lucky in this match. My ultimate skill activated most time during the boss break stage.
You're an unworthy opponent. I'll shred you! I'll end this! Flourish.
You have to keep attacking, dodging, use QTE skills to recharge your ultimate, and deploy your shadows and hunters at the right time. But you should do it as often as possible. I set my hunters and shadows to deploy automatically, but I also manually activate them when I think it is possible.
Too slow. To the front. Too slow.
You know, the Ant King seems very agile, he moves very fast. I usually use the Kasaka's dagger skills or shadow step skills to quickly jump to the target. it saves a lot of movement times. You can see I was able to finish the Ant King at the last 8 seconds. Too close, but to be honest, he's very tough. I hope if anyone has struggled to beat the Ant King, you can build something similar to my setup. You may not have the same item as mine, but hope this will at least give you an idea of way to defeat the Ant King with the minimum resources. Alright, I hope this tutorial is helpful for those who play solo leveling Arise. Let me know if you need me to clarify anything about this game, this battle log game, and I would love to share my thoughts. Finally, if you enjoy this video, consider to subscribe into my channel, and I will bring more helpful solo leveling content. Okay, enjoy the game, and I will see you in the next video.
Arise.